Live from Los Angeles, welcome back to Good Morning Holland. I'm so excited to welcome Casey to the show. She is an incredible singer-songwriter. You may recognize her from American Idol as a finalist on season 13. Thanks for being with us today, Casey.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really pumped.
Oh, your voice is just incredible. You truly are a powerhouse
Thank
performer.
You.
What was your journey, though, to getting on that American Idol stage? Where did this all begin for you?
Well, I think I learned really early on in my life how to be comfortable with not being the most talented person in the room. And I think that's something that is a real hurdle for young girls. I'm just speaking as a young woman. When I was coming up, I went to Berklee College of Music, and everybody there had been the most talented singer in their high school, and then you come together. But I already had a bunch of talented friends, so I was super used to not being the best person that I do. And it really set me up to take a lot of risks and do a lot of auditions that other people weren't taking because no one ever got them. They never worked. I was like, well, if no one ever gets them, then I can audition and it won't be embarrassing if I don't get it. It's like there's two ways to think about that. And so a bunch of things like that led me to going on Idol. And I really think that, ironically, my being comfortable with failure is what allowed me to take those big risks in such a public way.
I love that you mentioned that, though, because the failure doesn't define you.
No, what's funny is I run this anti-bullying program and I start with my time on Idol, and it's all about switching perceptions. The kids look at me and they see Instagram followers and Spotify songs, all these things they think if they just had, they'd be happy.
Right.
And I use that the way they view me to kind of switch it and say, well, okay, well, look at it from my perspective. Like, I failed in front of millions of people. My entire hometown was disappointed, but they were disappointed for me. And that was this experience I had at 21 where I was so anxious because, a lot gets filmed before you see it, and I can't tell anybody that. And I had all these people coming up to me every day saying, oh my God, I'm so excited, you're definitely gonna win. And the thing was I had already lost. And I couldn't tell them that. And I built it up in my head with all this pressure. And the truth is, the day I was cut on TV and everybody knew, the same people that had texted me that morning that American Idol was the best thing ever, they all texted me well, they're stupid, and you don't need them, and you're just gonna do this the old-fashioned way, and we love you. Because of course, the people in my life didn't love me because of American Idol. They loved American Idol because of me.
Oh, wow.
But I didn't even enjoy my time on Idol because of how stressed out I was about disappointing everyone in my life. And I used that opportunity to say, I play the audition for the kids and all this stuff, and I say, you didn't look at that and see someone who failed, but I did. And so what are you doing in your life? What risks aren't you taking? Because you're so afraid the world's gonna see you as a failure. I filmed in front of millions of people and nobody noticed.
Right. It is interesting. It's I think if anyone can play music and sound great, they've won the lottery already. Whether it ever goes out to a single human being. Right? To be on Idol is you won the lottery. I would never even think of it like you lost in something
Well, when you're a perfectionist like me.
I completely relate to that experience, and it held me back from expressing my talents and sharing my self-expression with the world for a very long time, because if I didn't do it perfectly, I wouldn't be lost.
You can't do it at all. And I think that's something that may affect women more. I think that boys are taught to be brave and girls are taught to be perfect. And I think that can really hold back women from going for opportunities because, well, we can't take it because it would be so embarrassing if I fail. I'd be a failure, not you get them next time. And it's this different in mindset, and I really want to take, as a woman in the public view, doing these things that all the kids, this is what they say they want to do. Well, I really try to show the behind the scenes. I try to Insta Live when I got up at 5:30 or whatever this morning after my show last night. It's not all glamorous. There's a lot of hard work. And I think it's really important that if you are an influencer, or whatever that means, you use that influence to show the whole picture.
Yeah, just filters.
Well done.
Yeah, it's so interesting. I grew up playing sports, and we'd always, some of the best players, we would say, were unconscious because they didn't ruminate. And one of the things that we know scientifically is that women tend to ruminate more than men do. They think a lot about their own thinking. How do you turn off your mind or quiet your mind and enter into that flow state so that you can perform well, even when you've got all this pressure on you?
Well, it's funny, I have thought a lot, I ruminate quite a bit as a songwriter. It's all I do. But I think about it, and I have a really big personality. And that was something I was picked on a lot as a kid. Part of the reason I run my anti-bullying program. And I think I identified at a young age that when I got up and told my feelings in song, everybody listened and liked it. Whereas I felt like when I expressed myself without the safety of music, I wasn't heard. And I got really addicted to that feeling of saying, how can you hate me when you know what my heart feels like? How can you pick on me when you know when I sing a song about what that feels like? And that has really carried through with me my entire life, that I'm a really happy person, but all my songs are sad because I don't need to process positive emotion, but I do need to process negative emotion. And something about putting it on paper and having it and being like, that's exactly what I feel like. It can't control me if it's on that piece of paper. I define it. Wow. And that's been a really positive experience with my artistry and my anti-bullying program, because I go and I sing these songs I wrote when I was 13, 15, 17. About being 13 and how horrible that is. And I share that with the kids, and they really relate to that vulnerability, and it helps them with that safety net of music begin to engage with their own thoughts and feelings.
Thank you so much, Casey, for the light you're sharing. We'd love if you could play something.
Yes. Okay, so this is my single. Speaking of sad, all my songs being sad, the song's called Dying. But
fair enough.
It's not that sad. It's about a breakup. It's about a breakup. It's fine. So here we go. Don't do it, I tell myself, sitting on the floor of this empty house. I shouldn't call you so late at night, but the phone just stares as I drink my wine. I get a little closer every glass as I break my heart with our old photographs. I'm dying just to reach out through the silence. I'm dying just to know, what would you do? If I just called you, what would you say? Do you ever wish you stayed? In my head, wondering again, in my head, wondering again, in my head, wondering again. Are you laying in your room? When you close your eyes, do you smell my perfume, or is there a new girl on my side, sleeping in my old moonlight? And does she know about me, what we were? Do you think about me when you're with her? I'm dying just to reach out through the silence. I'm dying just to know, what would you do? If I just called you, what would you say? Do you ever wish you'd stay with me? As you're lying in your bed at night, and you're playing back that final fight in your head, wondering again, in your head, wondering again, wondering what we could have been. I'm dying to reach out through the silence. I'm dying to know, why did you leave me? Was it easy to walk away? Do you ever wish you stayed? I'm trying my best to keep myself from driving to your door to tell you I wish we could go back, get back what we had. What would you say? Ever wish you stayed? In my head, wondering again, in my head, wondering again, wondering. Do you ever wish you stayed? In my head, wondering again, in my head, wondering again, wondering. Do you ever wish you stayed?
Yes!
Casey, whoever walked away from you, whoever stayed. Oh, my heart, you are so wildly talented. I am
thank you
so
so much.
proud of you.
Thank you.
You are
Truly.
perfectly imperfect in every
Thank you.
way.
That's what we can all strive for, right?
Well, you are living it. Please tell everyone where they can find and follow you and get your music.
Awesome. So listen to Casey. My last name was hard to spell, so we just did that instead. Listen to Casey. Listen to Casey.com. Listen to Casey Instagram.
Amazing. We are Good Morning
Thanks,
La La Land, America's first live streaming daily talk show, coming to you live Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. All the today's interviews are available as a podcast on iTunes, and the whole show is streaming on EverTalk TV on Apple TV and Roku.
That's right. We're waking up the world together, you guys. Please like, share, subscribe, and follow these extraordinary people. May you have a powerful divine discontentment and create something new for the world. Have a great day.
It's going to be a good morning, La La Land.